is going to be like a lead up of the events to kind of prime you, kind of like Operation Northwoods, to where it shows you that these kind of things are being planned way in ahead, and to show you that we did have the technology to do these kind of things way back. So got the little troll with the NASA shirt on today, but anyways, so to get started, I'll probably try to post the same things like I did last time in terms of what was it, the like the documents or whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying, like little pop-ins on the video. But anyways, hopefully this focus is better. Also, anyways, so December 1st, 1984, they had a Boeing 720 drone, at the Edwards Air Force Base. They crash landed it by NASA, funny enough, for fuel research. But before they crash landed it, the plane flew for 16 hours and 22 minutes, had 10 different takeoffs and 69 approaches, and 13 landings, all before they actually crashed it and for fuel research, right? Anyways, then we got August 1997, the cover of FEMA's emergency response to terrorism has the World Trade Center in crosshairs. All right, that's FEMA, FEMA, okay? 1999, NORAD conducts drills of planes being hijacked and running into the World Trade Center and Pentagon. Coincidence? Tell me if you think so. Anyway, June 2000, Department of Justice terrorism manual shows the World Trade Center in crosshairs again. Kind of primes you for, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on here. So September of 2000, just when the rebuilding of America's defenses document come out, the main thing that is needed for this kind of thing to progress along, I'll probably post a whole different video on that exact document, kind of like I did with Operation Northwoods. But this is to get certain regime changes. It was going to take a long time unless you had an event like Pearl Harbor is what they call it. And if you watch after 9/11, George Bush comes on and says that this is our Pearl Harbor. So, you know what I'm saying? So in order to speed up the process, they had to get a very big event like 9/11 for these things to happen quickly. So October 24th, 2000, Pentagon conducts first of 2 training exercises called Moscow to simulate a Boeing 757 crashing into the building. Okay. Excuse me. April of 2001, NORAD puts a plan in to plan an exercise where a plane is flown into the Pentagon, but they reject that because it is too unrealistic, is what they say. Evidently not. But it's too unrealistic to think that it was somebody else and not our own government that did it. That's what's too unrealistic. But anyways, July 2001, Osama bin Laden. He was wanted by the U.S. since 1998. He receives treatment at the American Hospital in Dubai and is visited by the chief of the CIA. Okay. July of 2000. Again, this is later in July. Larry A. Silverstein, who owned Tower 7. All right, this is big detail to show you that they already knew this was coming. This person owned Tower 7. He signs a $3.2 billion 99-year lease on the World Trade Center complex. Included in the lease is a $3.5 billion insurance policy specifically covering acts of terrorism. Another coincidence? Okay. You see where this is going here. September 6th, 2001. 3,150 put options are put on United States Airlines stock. Okay, what a put option is you bet basically that a stock will fall. That's what a put option is. You put in money and it's like, oh, this stock's about to fall. I'm going to bet that it does this. So this is what a put option is. 3,150 was 4 times the daily average. You know what I'm saying? The people in the know knew what the hell was going to happen. Also, bomb-sniffing dogs were pulled from the World Trade Center, and the security guards were told, but they ended their 2 weeks of 12-hour shifts. Okay, so basically getting them out of the building so they can go in and plant the bombs is basically what was going on. So September 7th, 2001, 27,294 put options are put on the Boeing stock. That's more than 5 times the daily average. Okay. September 10th of 2001, 4,516 put options were made on American Airlines. But anyways, this is all, like I said, I'm gonna stop there because this is getting into the actual events of 9/11. But that was kind of a briefer of what happened before, and to show you that they were already programmed, not programmed, but they were already informed of this event was going to happen. The people in the know, the people of the actual secret society that doesn't have a name, it's so secret. I mean, you can say all these things are coincidences, but when you connect all the dots, I mean, let's just be realistic here. But anyways, look, man, let me clear things up on 9/11. Honestly, in my personal opinion, things like this, in terms of the conspiracies, are planted here on purpose to distract people from the true nature of what's actually happening. Okay, and that's actually the spiritual side of things. In terms of the spiritual war, or whatever you want to call it, of the negative vibrations or the low vibrations versus the high vibrational states. Because if you think about these things, if you worry about them too much, they start to put you in a low vibrational state, because then you start thinking, wow, these people are sick, and without empathy, how could they possibly do such a thing? You know what I'm saying? So, look, man, this is, like I said, this is just me detailing something that is of great importance, because 9/11 was honestly a big perception shift, if you really think about it, and also puts people in a mass state of fear. And that's one of the things that you look up. If you look up mind control, one of the best methods to control someone's mind is to put them in a very feared state, because then they become very suggestible. As in, you start detailing all the events that you want them to believe that actually happened on 9/11 that actually didn't. So, I mean, like I said, I'll like later in videos, I'm gonna get into more and more details. This is kind of, like I said, just like the upcoming events leading up to 9/11. Some coincidences, if some people want to call them that. Let's be realistic. The one on the dude that owns the Tower 7 building and signed over that and had an insurance policy where it covered acts of terrorism. Okay, seems like he knew something that we all didn't. You know what I'm saying? So this is just a thing, guys. But don't let this distract you from the true nature of what's really happening, in my personal opinion. Like I said, this is another one of those distraction type of things, because if you look at all conspiracies, especially a recent one with the Epstein case, most people honestly have not been informed that Epstein has been, or sorry, let me say how they want to say it first, has committed suicide. Or how we like to actually say it on the side of the truth, he's been suicided. You know what I'm saying? He was about to rat on all the people about the pedophile ring that are involved, and they said he's got to go, he's got to get popped. And what clouded the event, or what clouded the news to not talk about Epstein? The mass shootings. If you look into those shootings, there was multiple reports of multiple shooters. And then the news ain't gonna tell you that. So that's just this kind of thing that follows. You know what I'm saying? They have a huge event to cloud the media from the truth that's actually happening behind it. And but let me back up a few steps. Speaking about the guy that owned Tower 7. Tower 7 contained offices of certain places of the government with certain information that they had to get rid of. So of course they're gonna control demolition Tower 7. If you go watch that video of Tower 7 coming down, If you say that's not controlled demolition, then your eyes are closed. I'll be honest with you. Even if you watch the two buildings themselves, the Twin Towers, if you don't think those are controlled demolitions also, you're still not opening your eyes, because if you watch them, they fall at free fall speed and they fall on their own footprint. And the only way that happens is if it's a controlled demolition. And why do you think they brought the dogs out of there and stopped the 12-hour shifts? To make way to plant all the bombs. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, like I said, I know I've said this multiple times in this one video, but do not let this distract you from the truth. I'm just trying to break down 9/11 because it's such a huge thing. Because once you break 9/11 down and people open their eyes to, oh, wow, they lied to us about this, then they begin to open their eyes on everything else. So, like I said, it's a huge thing. Once they realize that it's not Osama that did it, then they can become more awake to the things that they need to talk, they need to see, or they need to talk about, they need to realize. So, anyways, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out of here. I'll see you next time. We'll see if I can get me and Tim probably coming with one of these 9/11 videos next week. So, anyways, y'all take it easy.